So we're at the M4U convention here in Phoenix Square, and this piece of equipment here has been entertaining people for the last 2 days. And here's David using it. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to catch up with Gavin Morris. How you doing, Gavin? You all right?
Hi, I'm right.
Okay, we'll stand over here a little bit because I'm sure David's about to send it over the edge. But,
yeah, it's been mental over there.
It's an interesting piece of equipment there. Did you actually build it yourself?
Yeah, it's a prototype. I haven't finished it yet, but I kind of need to test it out on people as well because I want to make it so that people can understand it straight away, and I always need to test things out, see how people interact with them, and then go back and tweak it a little bit. And,
so has the convention been useful for that? People having a go at it and stuff?
Yeah, it has, yeah. Some people are totally confused by it, but there's also a significant amount of people that really like it.
There's been interesting noises been coming out over the last 2 days.
Yeah, somebody just started scratching a clip from Total Wipeout. This woman dives into the water, loads of water splashes up, and he was scratching the splash, and it was like he'd invented a genre. It was really good. But also, I've been making it for a while, but I didn't really have much time to play with it, so today I've got to play with it quite a lot. So
yeah,
it's quite good fun.
Almost like you do that at conventions, don't you? Between talking to people, you get time to do the things you actually want to do and catch up with. Now, where have you come from? How far have you travelled?
I've come up from Dorset for this one.
Okay. And is it, from your point of view, and a lot of people have given me feedback, to have a sort of a Max MSP orientated convention in Europe and certainly in the UK is not something that happens very often, or if at all. So has it been useful for you to be able to come up?
Well, I guess I live in a rural place. It's quite isolated, and I run this festival show which gets me out in the summer, but in the winter I live quite isolated. So part of the reason I came was to connect with other people, because it always gives you ideas. And obviously, because I've been using Max MSP and I'm not an expert, it's nice to meet other people that can give you tips, and you can give tips to people as well, and kind of share information. So
I think that seems to have been the feedback from a lot of people I've spoken to. The real key behind this is it's more focused at the programmers and what they're doing and sharing ideas and kind of knowledge, rather than just the technical side of it. And I know certainly David Zaccarelli, the CEO of Cycling 74, who was saying earlier, it's great to connect up with, almost like to know what the client or the users are doing, rather than coming at it from the convention he normally runs.
Right, okay, well I think it's definitely true for the people that program the app, is that it's good to see what people are doing with it, sure, and yeah, I don't know, it's always nice to see what other people are doing.
So what do you think of Phoenix Square, the Film and Digital Media Centre?
Well, it seems a very good venue for this, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real blank canvas for it. Now, I'm fascinated by this digital fun fair thing you've got here. I'm just going to zoom back on the flyer, and you were saying all of these things here you've actually built yourself, have you?
Yeah, I started...
Is this what you do in the summer? Is this what you was talking about?
Well, yeah, that is what I do all year round, really, but a lot of the work is in the summer and in the winter. Well, I've got a marquee full of stuff that I've made, and it's like a travelling show.
So you go around like county fairs and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and when I first started it was mostly music festivals, but then when I started asking for money, I realised I had to go to different events that actually paid you, and now it's pretty broad, really. We've done science fairs, a lot of shopping centres, carnivals, youth events, film festivals, work with people with learning disabilities.
And they pay you to be there and provide.
Yeah, that's the way it works, really. Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't have continued doing it, but it's just been really popular.
Yeah.
You know, I'll try and make stuff which is really simple. It's not got much of a learning curve, and it's kind of accessible. But also, I want to kind of bring people together. So, because it's sort of eccentric, off the wall stuff, and I find that when it works well, there's like a load of people discovering this weird thing. Yeah. People sort of lower their barriers, and you get a really nice atmosphere and that.
So how do you describe yourself? Hearing what you've said, I'd class you as an inventor.
Yeah, on my business card I put interactive inventor.
Okay.
But I have called myself an artist on funding applications.
One has to do that, doesn't they?
Other people have called me Chancer,
Yeah.
feckless.
Depends who you talk to,
Work
doesn't it?
shy.
Work shy. Depends who you talk to, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I just make stuff. Yeah. I mean,
That's made my day. That has.
if I find something which really excites me, I kind of assume that it'll do that to other people, and I've kind of normally been right so far.
Do you like getting a reaction from people when they see you something that you've invented, or they use a piece of?
Well, I think
something?
I've got really blasé about it, to be honest. But if I go to a gig, it doesn't go down very well, and if I go to the next one and it does, I'm like almost crying with happiness.
Yeah.
When I first started doing it, I couldn't believe it. People just come up to me really excited, and it totally made my day.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks it's kind of just a justification for spending endless hours behind a computer.
Yeah.
Because I was like really into computers when I was little.
Yeah.
Then when I got to be about 18, I was like, I've got to stop this and have a life.
Yeah.
But then I sort of got back into it
Yeah.
more recently, and I really enjoy it. But it's kind of comfortable in a way, having all these intellectual problems that you can solve. You know, and I sort of worry about it. Don't mind telling you.
That's brilliant. Listen, thanks for agreeing to talk to us, and I'll let you get back to it. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Good luck, yeah?
All right, nice one.